Good day, Santa Clarita and beyond. I am Connor McIver. Today's the 30th of July, 2024. I'm going to give you your real estate update for today. It's going to bring in the past 7 days of real estate activity, and I do these shows daily. You can find them all at www.santaclaritaopenhouses.com. It's just after 5 a.m. producing the show this morning, doing the real estate data pull, 468 total active real estate listings across all of Santa Clarita Valley. This is going to be covering single-family residences, townhomes, condos. Let's dive into today's market the highlights of it. We have market overview, coming soon property 6 in Santa Clarita Valley. New listings 83, 82 properties have experienced price changes. That seems like a large number. That's a little bit more than most days that we've been seeing. However, that number is very typical of this current market. I've been watching the price changes start to increase about 8-9 weeks ago, and now they seem to be pretty consistent, about 82, and it seems to be reminiscent and reflective of the new listings that are entering the market. Both numbers are about the same right now, and they have been like that for the past 4.5 weeks. I'll continue to watch that. If we start to get more and more price changes, thereby having the real estate market slow down, then we're going to know that we're starting to build more inventory that can be sold at the present time frame, and we might see an expansion of our real estate market to involve longer time frames to sell houses. However, it's still moving very quick, folks. We haven't seen much of a change even with the additional inventory. We're still selling that as fast as it's coming on the market. So we're not seeing that overbuilding of real estate inventory that would start to indicate that the market is switching from being a seller's market into a buyer's market. Again, I'm seeing larger amounts of listings on the market in total, only in the high 200s at the beginning of this year. Now we're in the 460s, 470s, 480s. However, that being the case, those properties are not being building on the market. They're still moving out as quickly as they're being placed onto the market for sale. And again, those days on market time frames for Santa Clarita Valley, you're going to be looking 7 to 14 days in Valencia, probably less than 10 in Stevenson Ranch, and then we expand out from there. So it doesn't take very long to get a property into escrow, and about a third of those fall out of escrow. So we do see that these properties, the back on market properties, 23, those are 23 properties that were in escrow in the process of being sold, and they are no longer in escrow. Many different reasons for that. I post those up. One of the concerns sellers have, is it their thing? Is it their problem? Does this happen because of their house? And it's cute in a way because some sellers take it very personal, and it shouldn't be. It should be business. If the buyer has a request and that request is not something that's normal, and maybe there's another reason behind the request, i.e. wanting to get a price reduction because they believe they offered too much in the beginning. Maybe there was super high competition in the beginning and that buyer then pulls back a little bit and says, oh my gosh, I just paid $80,000 more to be able to buy this house because I was in competition with other buyers. 3 weeks has gone on, and I've been doing my inspections, and while everything is as expected, I'm wondering if I could get the seller to do a price reduction. So I'm going to send out some of these inspectors and investigators and people to look into the residence and see what I can find that I might be able to use as a catalyst to help me get the seller to reduce that price. That is a very slippery slope, ladies and gentlemen. I do understand that when you are requesting a repair or a credit, it's your right to request it, but on the other side of it, it's also the seller's right to deny it. I have seen circumstances where in some cases buyers have attempted to go to the seller trying to get reductions that really weren't fitting for the property. For example, they would say that they're wanting a reduction because of the horrific electrical condition of the residence. And then looking at the electrician's report, it is not horrific at all. It's missing a couple ground fault interruption outlets, or those outlets, the GFCIs that you put near a source of water, like on a sink. And I might be messing up exactly what those letters stand for, but it's those outlets that have those buttons on the front. So you have the two outlets, the buttons. They help with if water hits that outlet or something that's plugged into it is exposed to water, then what happens is that outlet's supposed to trip and shut off so that person doesn't get electrocuted. Yes, is that technology priceless? Absolutely, especially if you have somebody angry trying to throw hair water at you or a plugged-in hair dryer while you're taking a bath. But besides that, yes, that's very valuable, but the outlet itself is $20. To have it put in, just if an electrician had to come out and just switch out an outlet to that, probably $100. So when the buyers come back in that circumstance and ask for a $3,000 price reduction because of the horrible electrical condition, you see the point. Moving into the rest of these, we have 33 properties that have gone active under contract, 53 pending. 58 have closed this last week, having sold. 5 expired, 12 canceled, 8 have been put on with hold, and 3 have withdrawn. That's very common for this current market here in Santa Clarita Valley. What I will say, moving into September of this year, I believe we're going to have some kind of a relaxation of interest rates pre-election, which is very, very exciting. That happens, we're going to see the current inventory that we have on the market start to reduce quickly because now buyers are going to even start to move quicker in the real estate market. If you're a real estate buyer waiting for that to happen, when that does happen, just understand that your competition levels are going to be incredibly high. There are going to be a lot of buyers competing with you. And if that's your flavor, if you like that, and if you have the tools necessary to compete at a high level, great. If you have the extra money sitting around, you have people you can borrow money from in case you want to increase the price. Maybe you are qualified at a very large amount of money and you're only going to need to purchase a property using half of what you're qualified for. That's a very good spot to be in. In addition, maybe you're somebody handy, or maybe you know very personal and close friends with contractors and home inspectors. That's also very good because they can come out and they can give you an idea and where the property condition really is, because them not only being the service provider and professional, on top of that, they're your friend. And usually friends don't want to hurt other friends because you still have to see that other friend at parties and that sort of thing. So you want to try to do even a better job than you normally would, I would suppose, in those circles, unless you're baked from a standpoint that you want to do a great job for everybody, which is really how it should be. Looking at the rest of the real estate market here in Santa Clarita Valley, we'll keep monitoring the inventory. We'll know here in the next 5 or 6 weeks what's going to be happening. As soon as we get through August, which we're about to break into, we'll find out where those numbers for July ended up, and I'll report those back here. I'm Connor with Honor. Thank you so much for watching today's broadcast. It is, of course, Tuesday. We will be back tomorrow with our Hump Day edition. I'm here when you're ready. Be well. I'm Connor McIver. Over and out.